This took place almost 25 years ago, but it's still just as vivid in my mind all these years later. A buddy and I like to go shooting out in the desert. Arizona is a very gun-friendly state and, at least back then, if you were a mile outside the city or away from any occupied, and not trespassing on private property, you could just go out into the desert and just shoot. We had a few 9mm pistols and a few .22 long rifles. I had these cool 25-round banana mags for my .22 that made them sort of look like an AK-47, at least in my young mind anyway. We had this great shooting spot we always went to. It had a few burned-out car frames, old washers, bowling pins, and other assorted junk. A lot of people used this spot over the years, so there was always a good amount of junk to shoot at. My buddy brought this life-size cardboard cutout of Kathy Ireland from a store beer display. We had a lot of fun shooting that all to hell, trying to decapitate it with our small rifles. Anyway, we'd been there for a few hours just shooting and having a lot of fun. We noticed a dust cloud coming from the direction of the dirt road that leads into the spot. We stopped shooting and waited to see who was coming. Probably some people dumping junk here, which is illegal, or maybe other people coming to do some target practice. As they got closer, we could hear the bangs and clanks of a large pickup hauling something banging around on the dirt road. As they got closer, I saw that in the bed of their pickup they were hauling a bright red bed of another pickup. Then I started getting a really bad feeling. My gut was telling me something wasn't right. I told my buddy to take the safety off his guns just in case. Something just wasn't right. These two guys get out of the truck and they looked like the Hollywood stereotype of a gangbanger. They even talked like it too. They asked if we could help them take the bed they were hauling out of the bed of their pickup and set it up near the other junk. I told them I would help, but that my buddy has a bad shoulder and couldn't lift anything heavy. I was lying to have an excuse to have him stay near our guns in case something happened. These guys were really giving off bad vibes. After we set the bed on its side against one of the burned-out car frames, one of the guys goes into his truck, then runs right up to the bed with a sawed-off double barrel, just like you see in the movies, and blam blam fires right at it. At this point I was back at my buddy's truck with my .22 in hand, safety off, scared, out of my mind. I was having a total fight-or-flight moment. Now these guys never once indicated they were bad guys or going to do anything. It was just a gut feeling I was having before I even saw them. They said a few things to each other in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so I have no idea what they said. Then one of them says in English, "Yeah, I think this will work." They got in their truck and said, "Have fun shooting that thing, Holmes," and they drove off. We packed up and left as soon as we saw they were far off down the dirt road. I have a feeling they were going to use that sawed-off shotgun later on something other than a truck bed. They could have been gang members, maybe drug cartel members, human traffickers, who knows. I have never been so scared in my life. The bad feeling I got had me convinced we were going to get killed or the very least into a gunfight with these guys. We stopped going into the desert to shoot after that. I only go to shooting ranges now. I hope I never meet anyone like those guys again.